Let's complete the spreadsheet. We have here recorded the circumference at breast height, that is at 4.5 feet, the circumference of the tree in inches. So let's convert that to centimeters, or let's convert it to meters. So we first click on that cell, which is in inches. We then multiply that by 2.54. That gives us centimeters, and then we divide by 100 to give us meters. We look at that answer, almost 1 meter, 39 inches, almost 1 meter. Yes, that number is very, very plausible. It passes the straight face test. I probably have not made a incorrect calculation. So let's paste that down, right? The diameter at breast height will be the circumference divided by pi. That's basic geometry. So equals the circumference divided by, sheets in Excel have the pi function. All right. So the diameter, about 1/3 of a meter. All right, that passes the straight face test. Distance to the trunk center. Okay, so this may be confusing. What is this? We've measured the distance to the front edge, but now we want the distance to the trunk center, right? Well, this would be the distance to the front edge plus the radius of the cross section, right? At least that would be the distance at breast height. So the distance to trunk center will be the distance to the front edge plus 1/2 the diameter. All right, that number should be just a little bit bigger than this number here. That looks good. It passes the straight face test. So what is our height of tree? Well, our height of tree is this number here, but this is really the distance, depending on exactly how you measured it. It's the height at your eyes, okay? So we need a measure of the height of your eyes. We need to add a measure of height of eyes to this. And we don't actually have a column here. That's not so good. So let's just do it this way. It'll be the distance to the trunk center plus, I don't know, we'll say I'm 5'10". So that's 5 plus 10 over 12. That's it, decimal feet. Now we need to convert that to meters. So that's going to be, that's in feet. So times 12 is now in inches, times 2.54 is now in centimeters. And we divide it by 100, and that should be equal to meters, right? So roughly, I'm about 2 meters tall, a little less than 2 meters tall. So this number should be a little bit less than 2 meters more than this number. It is. So this number passes the straight face test. Let's scroll that down. And now we take our logs, right? So log of diameter, log 10 of diameter at breast height in meters, and log of the height equals log 10 of the height, meters, and let's put that down. And there we have our answers. And what we have is we have reproducible science. We have our raw measures, and we have all the computations to get from our raw measures to these final points where we do our plots and our statistic on these data. Okay? Nothing was done on a calculator. Nothing was done in my head. Nothing was done with a pencil and paper. All right. Here's the importance of that. When I was putting in this equation here, I initially put 254. Right? And then I noticed the error before I actually hit return. So let's put 254 in. And let's fill that down. All right? Notice what that does is it changes the log 10 of the diameter. I can't look at these logs and see if those are correct or not. But if I come back to this, I might notice that these numbers don't pass a straight face test. I've got the diameter of the tree at 31 meters. That doesn't make any sense. Okay? So I can go back and find out, how did I get that? Where did I make the mistake? Well, that equation looks fine. And then look at that equation and say, oh, there's my mistake. I forgot to put the decimal in there. It's not 254, it's 2.54. So we fixed that. Notice that when I correct the mistake for everything, all of my log 10 diameters automatically update. So I've corrected a mistake and my final numbers are updated. This is reproducible science.